All right, we're going to move right along, Coach, to our top 10.
To defend.
Are you in?
So this is the time that we come to where I exert my dominance. I exert, all those things over my opponent. You know what I mean? So this is the time that I put my opponent in submission.
That never, ever could happen.
Wow, what do we have here?
Oh, baby, not the one and only. Your knowledge, wisdom, and power. Don't touch it!
What do you mean?
Don't touch it! Last week, you screwed it up.
I will help you.
You know what I mean?
I can help you.
I doubt that very much.
I don't even want my stuff.
Yeah, don't even put it even close to it.
Stuff out of here.
I don't want that energy to even get near my stuff right now.
Yeah.
Okay, Coach, we got the top 10. I'm gonna start off like I always do because you a little shook. Maybe next week we let you go first. Since I always go first.
I mean, you got the crystal ball and everything out. I mean,
now we're gonna go from bottom to top. We're gonna go 10 to 1, right?
Yes.
What we're doing?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Oh, gonna be some interesting newbies in here, Coach, this week. Okay, the top 10 defend. Are you in? Check it out. Number 10, Colony. Number 9, Boston Spa. Number 8, Green Tech. Number 7, Columbia. Number 6, Averill Park. Number 5, who's back in, CBA. Number 4, who moves up, Shin. Number 3, Saratoga. Number 2, Troy. And number 1, Bethlehem.
Wow.
Shook things up a little bit.
Wow. Hold on. Oh, shucks.
Hey, I just keep it real. That's what I do. I keeps it real. You know what I mean?
Oh, shucks.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. I really don't have too much.
Just go on. You want from 10 up.
Okay, you want me to just go 10 up right now?
Yeah, because you can't discuss what I got.
All right, 10.
I'm prepared.
All right, 10, I got Boston Spa. 9, I got Albany.
Albany?
Yeah.
How you get Albany in there?
Don't you got Boston Spa in there?
Yeah. I said about Boston Spa. So how you get Albany?
No, I'm asking, you got Boston Spa in your top 10?
Yeah.
All right, did Albany beat Boston Spa?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. All right, and you have
Hold on, coach. We got to discuss this Albany thing. All right. So you got Albany at what number?
Number 9.
You got him at number 9.
Yeah.
Okay, coach. I mean, you know what? I'm gonna let you go ahead and finish yours because maybe I might be missing something.
Yeah, a lot. Anyway, number 8, I got Columbia. They was on number 8 net last week. Number 7, I got Green Tech. They moved from number 6 to number 7. Averill Park drops down. They suffered back-to-back losses from number 3 to number 6 in my top. CBA, they moved from 7 to 5. My top 5. Shin moves.
A lot of big jumps.
Shin moves from 5 to 4. My top 5. Troy moves from 4 to 3.
About time.
And Saratoga stays steady at 2. And Bethlehem is at 1. Wow,
okay.
All right. you got no love for your Saratoga.
They're number 3. Leave me no love.
You got Troy ahead of them?
Yeah, they got number 3.
How you put Troy ahead of them though? I don't understand.
I put Troy ahead of who?
Saratoga.
Troy's playing wonderfully right now.
But Saratoga, who was number 2 in what you call last week?
Saratoga.
No, who was number 2 last week?
Am I?
Yeah.
Oh, Bethlehem.
Right, and who was number 1?
Bethlehem.
Number 2, number 1 was Saratoga.
Number 1 was Saratoga.
Number 2 was Bethlehem. Right. So Saratoga loses to your number 2 team.
Yeah.
And then drops below Troy.
Right.
But who did Troy beat to propel them against Saratoga?
They beat Shin.
What you call? Shin. Okay, they beat Shin. They haven't been ahead. They've been beat Shin, and they haven't been ahead of Saratoga.
Yeah, but Saratoga suffered a loss.
So
against
a team,
and Troy hasn't suffered a loss.
Team.
The only loss they suffered was a state-ranked team.
Against
a double-A state-ranked team.
They suffer a loss against a team you had higher in the rankings anyway above them. Saratoga lost against a team that was higher ranked than Troy was in your rankings. So you move Saratoga. Like Saratoga stays steady on mine. They lost to my number one
Shin
team.
is top 5 in my ranking.
They lost to my number one team.
They beat a top 5 team.
Wow. And Saratoga loses to a team that was higher ranked in your top 5.
But they suffered a loss.
Wow.
They suffered a loss. All right, they have to move down. Now, will they stay down? We don't know that. All right.
Wow.
Now let's go back to your Albany thing. All right, you got Albany in there, right? Over you don't have Colony nowhere on there, right? You got Colony nowhere? Okay, all right. So this is I got Colony and you got all right. So let's do this here, all right? So Bethlehem, who's the number 1
I just
team?
want to say something, right? I just want to say something, right? You're about to G off on like the number 9 for 10.
That's right. That's right.
Yo, have at it.
Yes, I'm gonna have at it.
Have at it.
So you just throwing teams up in there, just throwing them up in there. You got the whole top 10 serious. All right, the whole top 10 serious. All right. All right. So I got County number 10. You got Albany 9. I mean, that's crazy to me. All right. So So both teams lost to Bethlehem, right? County lost to Bethlehem by 7. Albany High gets blown by 29. Both teams lose to Troy. County lost to Troy by 5. Albany loses to Troy by 11. Both teams lose to Toga by 1. Shin. County loses to Shin by 12. Albany loses to them by 14. And I heard it was even more crazy than that. And so the score doesn't indicate how that game really went. All right, CBA. County loses to CBA by 11. Albany High loses to CBA by 39. All right. County beat AP, and Albany High lost to AP by 19. I'm ready to go. What the hell? What are we doing here? What are we doing here? Oh my goodness!
Did Colony play Boston Spa on this unit?
I don't know.
No, now you don't know.
You got
I'm
that?
just curious.
I don't know.
I'm just curious.
Oh, I
you got a lot of stuff there.
I didn't go that far. They could have. I don't know if they did. I don't know.
I bet you didn't. I bet you didn't. That's what I'm saying. Boston Albany beat a discontinued team, the Boston Spa team. You got Boston Spa in your top 10. Albany beat them. So I don't know. So what?
What's the better record out of Boston Spa?
Did Colony beat Boston Spa? I'm just curious. Did Colony beat Boston Spa?
The Colony beat Boston Spa.
Yeah.
I don't have them on my list.
Okay, all right.
They
play. Okay, all right. But I'm just saying, you got Boston Spa. You asking me, why do I have Albany? You have Boston Spa in your list, and Albany beat them.
Boston Spa beat Columbia, and they beat CBA.
I'm just saying.
What's a viable win that they got?
Who?
Albany High.
They beat Boston Spa in Niskayuna.
Okay.
That's
they beat Boston Spa beat Columbia, and they beat CBA, coach.
Okay. So Albany beat them. You asked me why I got them in my top. What you call? You citing Colony? I'm not gonna even go there with you.
They beat Columbia and CBA. Is CBA in your top 5?
Yeah, G and off. Yeah, they are.
Oh, okay. So they beat top. They beat one in the top 5.
G off on 10. I want to get back to Saratoga and Troy. Okay. I want to get back to that. That's what I want to get back. You want to G off on a number 10 spot. Have at it. But up here, you propelled Troy or you did it. So right now you're saying Troy is going to beat Saratoga.
Troy plays the double class AA number 20 team in the state today in Kingston. Okay, so we'll see where they're at. But
no, I have no bearing on that.
No, I want to give information to people.
Okay, just be clear on that.
I want to make sure I give the people the information. We're about disseminating information to people.
Back to the lab.
All right,
back to the lab.
So Troy right now coaches a 5-game winning streak. Okay, 5-game winning streak.
What was Saratoga's winning streak prior to their loss?
Prior to their loss, they were 11, I believe. 11
game winning streak, and they lost.
Now they don't have one.
Right, and then they lost. They lost. They lost. That one that they don't have anymore was against a Bethlehem team who was number 1. You know what I'm saying? In mine. Okay. And number 2 in yours.
Right.
Okay. Just move on.
Yeah. Let's move on.
Right. Yeah. Move on.
Troy was 3 last week.
Yeah. Just move on. Troy was 4 last week in mine. They're 3 this week.
They were in mine.
Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah.
I don't understand what the confusion is right now.
I want to be clear
that
the team that you had in your top number 1 team for all of these weeks are now
all of the weeks. They weren't talking about top 1 for all of the weeks.
Who was else in your top 1?
I started out with some other people when we first started out. I might have Saratoga number 1.
Whatever.
I might have CBA number 1. I think if I go back, we go back.
All right, whatever. Anyway, this is what I'm going to say to you. For the majority of the week, Saratoga has been your number 1 team. All right. So now they suffered a loss against a team in your top 5 that was higher ranked, has been higher ranked than Troy.
Are you gonna say the same thing over and over again?
I just want to be clear. All this time, now all of a sudden, it drops lower and we'll lose in a head-to-head matchup.
Coach, this game on Friday, the 25th,
Yeah.
will this end all this?
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Will this end it all? Okay? Don't touch my breath.
I'm just,
Even your energy getting close to it can just suck out the power. You know what I mean? Like, come on, chill. All right? So, Coach, I got Shin at 4, obviously, Coach. They're in a 3-game winning streak, Coach, after losing to Troy 56-60. Since then, they've beaten 3 opponents in double digits. So that's why number 4. CBA's honorable mention New York State rankings, Coach, along with Shin and CBA. After their three-game streak, losing streak, I think they had, Coach, to Boston Spa, to Toga and Bethlehem, CBA put impressive wins together over Niski with an 18-point win and an overtime win over AP. So that's why they're in my top 5. And AP drops out. They're losing to Troy by 10 and losing by 8 and overtime to CBA. So they don't even drop that much, but they drop. You know what I mean? That's 2. You can't really complain about those 2 losses there.
No,
you know
you can't.
I mean?
You
So
can't.
that's where I'm at. Columbia. Had them, they beat McKill by 3, where some other teams on this on your list have lost to McKill, but we'll move on. They beat Albany by 5. They beat Boston Spa by 16, and they beat Schenectady, Coach. So Columbia is definitely in the mix of things, Coach.
Yeah, they are.
There. And McKill, Green Tech, who beat McKill by 8, and also. That's why I got them number 8. But they also got they can actually move up, Coach. But they got Academy today.
Yeah, and then they had a tough loss against Monroe.
Yeah,
as well.
They lost by 4.
By
So they got Academy today, Coach, and then they played Toga on the 22nd.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You know what I mean? So
what I want to say, the time with Green Tech is what I want to say about Green Tech is that what you hope to have happen with them, what they're hoping, Coach Jones over there is hoping to have happen with them. When you have an independent schedule, all right, much like Albany Academy. And they could take a page out of Albany Academy's book, obviously. You know what I'm saying? Actually, because you build an independent schedule to go out and have some games against some really tougher competition that when you come into your section, you should be well prepared to take on, the playoff schedule and the teams that you're accustomed to.
Right.
Now, the benefit of all these other teams have that are in the Suburban Council is obviously they play one another, so they have a lot of familiarity in what each other likes to do, and even what coaches they feel and what they like to do as well.
Right.
However, having said that, you would want to see Green Tech on the compete in these games against the James Monroes and different things of that nature, and all the other independent schedule that they have going on, some of the tough teams, and start to see them grow and develop, so they're very well prepared once they get to sectional time. And that's what you have the hopes of having an independent schedule as such. So Albany Academy has an independent schedule, and every year they're right there in the Federation challenging, you know what I mean? Because the independent schedule prepares them and gets them ready. So when it comes playoff time for them, they're battle tested. So that's what you hope to have happen. And that's what Green Tech should be looking forward to right now. Even though you're down here on our 7, it's largely in part due because you have an independent schedule and you play against some of the tougher teams out there.
Right. And back to the Saratoga Troy matchup. It's a future game we got, right? The reason why I picked them in the tell me it again. Okay, so the reason why why me and my crystal ball picked picked Troy, is because the biggest issue I see with them right now is they don't have a point guard there that really facilitate things for them in a way that I see a lot of the top teams do. You know what I mean? And that's the Achilles heel for them. I mean, Aiden Holmes tries his best, but he's really a scorer.
Yeah.
He's really a 2 guard that needs to just get the ball in the wing and just attack. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got D'Agostino there. He's fitting the bill, but I can't see him really withstand that pressure from the guard spot of Merritt or Faison or Jaquan Moore or a Makai Crew. I mean, it's going to be harassment city there. You know what I mean? So you get Trudy the ball, but you want to feature Trudy, but you can't get the ball up and give it to him in a place where he can feel comfortable to score the ball. because Johnson's gonna be right there,
Right.
or Isaiah Smith.
Right.
You're gonna be right there buying this guy. You know what I
Right.
mean? So my thing is, and I'm watching the Bethlehem game and how they went away from Chudy, a majority part of that game, Coach, was disappointing to see. You know what I mean? I thought they should have went to Chudy a little bit more in that game. Maybe some scheme that AG Irons might have put forth, maybe disguise it where they didn't see he was available. I don't know what happened, but that's going to be an issue. If you can't get Chudy the ball, and if Will Fox can't stay out of foul trouble, that's going to be an issue. So it's going to be a fascinating game. Am I no stretch of the imagination? Am I saying it's going to be a 10-point game in Troy's favor? I'm either going to say 5. I'm either going to say 3.
Wow. What is it, a pick'em?
No. It might be a 1-point game.
Wow.
It might be a 1-point triple overtime type of game.
You playing very guarded to the vest, huh? Very closely guarded to the vest.
I respect what Saratoga does,
Playing.
and I respect what Troy.
The way you
is
just
becoming.
went way on about Troy and all this,
I got Troy. My crystal ball said Troy's gonna win, so I gotta go on about Troy.
On there and everything else. I thought you was talking 5 to 10 points or something. You went on about this one, that one, what Isaiah Smith can do, the guard play under a certain type of pressure, not be able to withstand this.
You got Chudy and Fox
and all that. I'm just saying.
Ain't at home.
You went on. I'm just saying. But anyhow.
I like to see.
Go ahead.
I like to see. We talked about these things all the time, Coach. This the ability of these two coaches
to match with.
That's
a fact.
That's
a fact.
No,
but with Saratoga, I think that we could look at it from the perspective that Chudy, didn't get as many touches as we probably would have liked, or even coach would have liked. However, what I take away from that game, and games like that can be a good learning tool, is I saw the fact that you saw Will Fox, who's an individual that really needs to assert himself even more, and we agree to that. I mean, he's a very unselfish player. Mm-hmm. He even alluded to the fact that one of his attributes is passing the ball, and he loves to do it. But he was aggressive that game. He took it upon himself to be aggressive, and we saw that he can hit threes as well. He could stretch in the inside. So the high-low game, I just saw where a lot of times where they need to just make that their mark, either one. You know what I mean? So I think from a perspective is that you saw a Will Fox emerge, and so now him and Chudy can have a nice party down there. They both rebound the ball well. I mean, it's a good formula. It's a good matchup between Fox and Smith. Because I think that in this game,
I did say that the height could be an issue for Troy. I did mention that, and you said no. The height.
I'm not even saying that. I think
Okay.
Isaiah Smith and Will Fox is a good matchup. You know what I mean? I think that and Chudy and Lateef Johnson is a good matchup. I mean, they both identical players when you look at both of them. Will Fox a little bit more offensively, astute than Smith is.
And you got to put Johnson on Chudy because he would be less prone to foul. I think Isaiah
Depends.
Smith. I think Isaiah Smith is green. He's green.
I
think that he will get in foul trouble against Chudy. Chudy get that ball, sweep through and turn and face coat, jab step and go by. He got some ability with him.
He know he do, but that depends. It depends. I mean, because theoretically, Johnson is your offensive skill guy. So you don't want him getting into any type of foul trouble.
That's why I said you might want to put Isaiah Smith on Chudy.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, I thought you said put Johnson on him because you sure because you said Smith is green.
Right, so you want to put him on Chudy.
Okay, all right, yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean?
I probably would. In different times though. Yeah, because I think the fact that you do make a point about him being green,
right,
and different times where Johnson maybe won't sustain any foul trouble or not in any foul trouble, you put him on there because he's a more,
You're right. Yeah, I might have worded that wrong. Right. Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah. So Johnson is, can be sized up a little bit better, has a little bit more higher IQ than Smith. So at times you may want to switch it and have him on Chudy.
Yeah. I think I might have worded that wrong. I think I might want Johnson on Chudy for that reason.
Okay. Yeah. So that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. I just think that be careful with foul trouble in that situation because theoretically sometimes you want your defensive guy who not your offensive guy but a big man to kind of guard the other big man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. So because you might even want Fox to guard Johnson. Speaking of which, instead of Chudy.
Right.
You know what I mean? Getting in foul trouble. It's just one of those things that as a coach you got to fill out during the game and make adjustments. But they're good adjustments that you can make nonetheless.
Right.
If you have to take a Trudy off of a Johnson and put Fox, you're not losing anything.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Those are both good defenders.
But Coach, Faison is a well-built individual.
Yeah, he is.
He got the arm.
I know he got the guns on him. He does. He is. When we interviewed him last night, I said, this kid is well put together.
And you got him and Aiden going. I think I would survive.
No, Faison, yeah.
Them two are going head to head, right?
No, I would put Rogan on Faison. Remember when you put Rogan on telly, you like the fact that, Coach, you asked me during the sportscast about.
Faison's a different breed, though.
No, he is, but I mean, so you would put a smaller guard on him?
No, Aiden.
Oh, you talking about Aiden? Oh, Aiden Holmes on him. Oh, that matchup. I think I'd probably put Aiden on Merritt, though. I'll probably go with Rogan on Faison. Faison's a strong kid. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I really don't. I really can't.
But you don't know if they're gonna play zone. But go ahead.
That's true too.
But even having said that, but
I just think that Merritt has too much wiggle. I mean,
so who you putting on Merritt then?
I didn't even get that far yet. I'm worried about Faison. I'm trying to find somebody on Faison first.
Obviously, man, I would put
Will Davis. I would start Will Davis.
Will Davis.
I mean Marcus Davis. I'm sorry.
Marcus
Davis.
Oh, okay.
I might just start him and put him on.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. I see what you're going with that. I think you can go with that a little bit, but it depends if they play. Because Saratoga plays a lot of zone too.
Right. So that's true. But maybe I'll put Marcus Davis on Faison and put Aiden on Merritt. Maybe I'll do that then. Or vice versa, maybe, you know what I mean?
But I think
because he's strong. Davis is, he got a little built.
Rogan is their defensive guy, though. I kind of seen that. I sense that that's their guy.
He's 6'5". I don't know if he can hang. I don't know if he can just laterally move with. We got 5 minutes. I don't know if he can laterally move well enough to stay in front of Faison. I just don't see it.
No, I see what you're saying. I would try it because he's a bigger guard. What I'm thinking about more or less too is that. The Faison's ability to stroke it from the outside, you got a bigger guy on him.
Yeah.
You saw what Bethlehem did when they put Ryan on Aiden Holmes. You know what I'm saying? I know it's a different type of, but they put Ryan. They slowed Aiden Holmes, bigger guy. Right. You know what I'm saying? Disrupt him a little bit more. Because another thing is that Faison got a body because he's a strong kid.
Right.
So you got to be a bigger kid who can give an outstretched arm or something like that, make him contest over. Willing to chase him around, and Rogan's not their high offensive volume guy, whereas Aiden Holmes is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you might want to have him chase around, run a little chase. So,
yeah.
But the guard situation is something that Saratoga they have to be concerned about. So I think that, it'll be a tough matchup. But I feel like Saratoga definitely could come away with a victory in that game. I would go in with Saratoga. For that,
you going with Saratoga hard body, or is he going there lukewarm?
I'm going in there fair. I'm going in there fair with a fair assessment. All right, like
what does that mean? Fair. What does that mean? That sounds real yellow right there. You got some yellow stuff right now.
That means don't go.
You got yellow streak on your back. You got yellow streak. You got yellow streak.
No, it's all green.
Okay, sound real yellow.
No, it's not to go in nutty. It's going there not going there like, yeah, Saratoga is gone. Come on, man. Are you kidding me? Why would you even have me ask that question? Why are we even having this on the feature matchup? Why would we even go here? No, it's not that kind of thing. But it's more or less like when I look at the matchups and I look at Saratoga as a team and doing things by committee, I definitely feel like it's not a hands-down thing, but there's no question about it. They can go in and get a victory. You know what I mean? Executing a well-game plan. They can get a victory.
So you saying 5 points? You saying 5 points? Or you saying 5, 10 points? Or what are you saying? What are you saying?
Now you're not gonna.
What does fair mean? I mean, is it 5? I mean,
but
you got on me about my 1.
That's right.
So
you can't. You can't nail me to the wall.
I'm asking you. I'm asking you a very simple question. What are we looking like?
I think it'll be. It could be like 1.
Okay. I think, Coach, I think too as well that Troy has to be mindful if their jump shots are not falling down. They're going to find it's going to be tough for them to get outside with that Fox in there and with Trudy. So I think if they're defending that line, running out the 3-point line like they did against CBA, run them off the line, and then send them to Trudy and Will Fox way and Rogan's way and a couple other guys in that area, Coach. It might be a long night for Troy.
Now it comes in down with the coaching aspect. Now we can touch on that real quick. We got a little bit of time left.
Yeah.
that would go into what defenses are going to be played.
Got 2 minutes left. Yep.
With Saratoga being a man-to-man, or would Saratoga be in the zone? What defense would they play more? What would Troy do? Would Troy be up pressing a little bit more? Would they fall back?
Right.
What time of the game strategies that will go into this game where the coaches will utilize to try to put their players in the best situation possible to come out with a victory? So that's going to be telling.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What they come out with, what the game adjustments they make, halftime adjustments they make.
Yeah.
Those are all the little things that go into it. We talked about the Jims and Joes,
right.
but then it comes down also to the X and O's.
Right.
So you got to be able to, decipher those things too. So that'd be interesting to see how they match which and coming out and making those type of adjustments.
Right. So we both agree it's going to be a fascinating game. You should be there to watch that.
Definitely. I mean, by all accounts, it'd be two teams going at it. Undefeated in this. Troy still remains undefeated in the Suburban Council.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And so they will start to stay pace with that, being undefeated right now in the Suburban Council. And Saratoga will try to keep that one blemish right now and try to rebuild another winning streak.
That's right. That's right. Okay, Coach. So we're gonna sign off here on this one. Unless you got an under 30-second take to close this out. What do you got to say for 30 seconds, Coach? The countdown now.
I say much that the typical thing that goes on. You bring your crystal ball. You bring everything. You need something else. Bring something else. You need a lot of help because your crystal ball's not working. I don't know if something's
wrong. What do you mean it's not working?
It's not working.
I'm winning the feature matchup.
It's not working. I won the featured matchup.
You won one of them.
I won the.
Okay, let him think what he wants to think. We're going to close this out. Umoja 2 TV is happy here that you guys are joining us. Remember to follow us on social media outlets, on Twitter, on Facebook, and on YouTube, okay? We would love to have your support and continue to keep watching. Umoja 2 TV, peace.
Peace.